So I'm in a bit of a pickle. In this video, we're going to talk about the final stock update for the Nigel Sylvester AJ4 brick after brick, dropping May 22nd, sneakers worldwide and tier 0 retailers. I am recording this video on May 20th, Wednesday night. There's been some crazy, wild changes on the back end regarding the stock numbers for every sneakers region. This has happened before with fragments and also the Alaskas. I have to be really creative how I do this because this thing is dropping on Friday. And it's unusual. It always happens on a Saturday, right? I can't record, edit, and do all the graphics on Thursday night, hence why I'm already recording on May 20th. So I do want to warn you, the numbers that I have right now and that I talk about in this video, they may differ from what you see on the graphics next to me. And that is because I'm gonna edit, record, and do most of the job today, and then tomorrow I'll wait for the last minute stock updates, and if the numbers are different, I'm just gonna insert them tomorrow. That way I can release the video Thursday, day before the actual release. So bear with me, all right? I'm doing my best, and it's my job to be as accurate as possible, so I gotta be really creative with this. So yeah, just bear with me, and if you get anything from my content, consider giving this video a thumbs up, dropping a comment, subscribing if you haven't. Turn on all notifications, for the love of God, all notifications. Don't just click the bell, enable all notifications, and that way as soon as I upload something, YouTube will remind you that I released the video. And also make sure you follow me on Instagram, Sneakers Kitten, because if any changes happen after I release the video, I will be able to update you over there. So don't forget to do that as well. With that said, let's talk about the numbers. Right here are the Australia numbers, Sneakers Australia, and hopefully that number is going to be different from what it is on May 20th because it is still at 0. No changes have been made. I've been told Sneakers Australia is supposed to have a release, but you never know. Hopefully you guys will have a release. I'm thinking you will. It would be very weird for Nike not to do only Sneakers Australia. I've never seen that. So I would be very shocked and surprised if Australia is still at 0 when I release this video. And hopefully, if you guys do have stock, these are the size by size numbers for you guys. And I would imagine those numbers would be very low. That is not that surprising because Australia is always low when it comes to these releases, unfortunately. By the way, I'm not quite sure. I do think I have a few subscribers from Australia, but if you're watching this, let me know in the comments. Muffs Australia is awesome, by the way. Greatest television ever in history of mankind. If you haven't seen Married at First Sight Australia, like forget all the other countries, Australia, that's the issue. All right, next one is Sneakers South Asian countries like Singapore, Taiwan, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia. My bro over there always supporting me from Malaysia every single video. Bro, this one's for you, but you guys, the numbers that I have tonight is 1,200 pairs, and I would imagine it sounds similar to every other release. I don't think that number is going to change. Hopefully it doesn't get lower, right? That is the whole point. But if you want to see your size by size numbers, you can check them out right there. And just pause the screen if you're interested in your size. And again, if the numbers I'm saying right now are different from the graphics, you know the reason. So hopefully it's not going to be too messy for you to follow. Next region that we're going to travel to is Sneakers Mexico. And hopefully you guys get to keep these numbers. It is the same stock that I presented to you earlier in my previous video. It is currently at 1,942 pairs. So these are the size by size numbers for Sneakers Mexico, almost 2,000 pairs, and that is a good healthy stock if you ask me. So we'll see what happens if those numbers change as well, but check out your sizes, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. All right, and now we're gonna travel all the way to South Korea, and you guys, according to my latest numbers, still have, and hopefully you will have 5,940 pairs. And again, things are subject to change, but if nothing changes in a major way, yours size by size numbers should look like this. So pause the screen, check out your size, And yeah, I mean, almost 6,000 pairs. Hopefully that's not gonna change. That would be a very high stock for Korea. I'm not used to seeing that many pairs for a big release, so hopefully you get to keep those numbers. That would be very awesome. All right, now we're gonna move on over to Sneakers EU UK. And if you're a new subscriber, if you don't know, I live in Sweden, so Sneakers EU, that's my hood, baby. These are the numbers with that change, 8,742 pairs. So hopefully these are the numbers that we're gonna keep. We'll see what happens, but hopefully, please, just let us keep these. That would be amazing. And now we're gonna travel all the way to Sneakers Japan with a crazy stock. And like I said previously, Nike did some crazy changes with that region. I'm not even gonna show you those numbers. I don't even have those numbers, by the way, but I do have the initial stock before that crazy change, and it is 9,101 pairs. These are the size by size numbers, and hopefully you guys get to keep these as well. Almost 10,000 pairs is very, very good for Sneakers Japan, so we'll see what happens. I will keep you posted, I promise. And now we're gonna make our way to the final boss when it comes to reporting stock numbers, Sneakers US. Sneakers USA. You guys have a crazy stock, and hopefully you get to keep these numbers as well. But 27,817 pairs is loaded currently. Hopefully you get to keep these numbers, but also I have a feeling that might increase, because I've seen these numbers grow from 13,000 to 18,000, and then they did another update with 21,000, and then they went from 21,000 to 27,000. So anything could happen before May 22nd, but it's a crazy stock. It is not the stock numbers, at least I don't think it's gonna be the 45K that was rumored for Sneakers US. Maybe, who knows, on May 22nd what these graphics say, but I don't think it's gonna be 45K. That would really surprise me. But yeah, check out the size by size numbers for US as well. And while you're looking at the numbers, I want to remind you, if you follow me on Instagram, Sneakers Kitten, I will be able to give you most accurate numbers the day of release. I will do it on my stories, maybe a post if I have time to do that. Don't forget to follow me over there as well. For the overall Sneakers Creepers experience, and also Stash Sneakers, who are my main source when it comes to these stock numbers and everything else, they have a very exciting app coming soon. So if you were thinking about joining them but you don't like Discord, their new app is going to be crazy. I've seen some of the things they are doing, and you're gonna have so much access. It's gonna be ridiculous. You're gonna love that app. I can promise you that. I can't wait to share more. That's gonna be exciting. So yeah, oof. All right, these are the stock numbers for the Nigels. And do you think Nike's doing all of these changes to confuse us 2 days before the release? Is that what they're doing? Why all these sudden changes? Is it throw us off, or are they just doing something big? We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's fun, but also very nerve-wracking, because I just want to record in time, have these numbers, present them to you. This was actually very nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, guys, thank you for all the support. You know what time it is. I gotta edit this, and I gotta prepare myself for tomorrow, and update you as fast as possible. Seriously, thank you for watching my videos. Like, if you're here at the end and you're still watching, that means the world to me. I really appreciate it. And I've talked to a lot of you guys over there on Sneakers Kitten. I try to respond to as many people as possible, but it is getting hard, I'm not gonna lie. But I do try to respond as fast as possible to you guys, and I've had a blast. I've gotten to know you. I actually feel like I know some of you in real life. I would imagine you feel the same thing, because we're just talking, you know, and we also have this passion for sneakers, both of us, right? So that's been amazing, and I do feel like we have a special thing going on with this channel. And yeah, I just want to pour my heart out a little bit, and thank you for the support. Thank you for watching the entire video. As always, I'll see you on the next one.